Greetings everyone, Garnet Schulhauser here. I'm a retired lawyer who has published 5 books in the spiritual genre. All of my books deal with my dialogue and astral travels with my spirit guide Albert, who confronted me on the street one day disguised as a homeless man. Today I have some exciting news to share. Some of my work has been featured in a documentary series, the first episode of which is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. It is called Beyond the Akashic. And I'm also delighted to announce that right here, we'll be showcasing some of the better moments from this documentary series. And before every episode, I'll be adding my own commentary to give you better context to help you understand what you're about to watch. So let's begin. In the very first episode, my spirit guide Albert reveals something that is truly remarkable. That before you were born, you chose to come to Earth at this very exact moment. Let's explore why. All souls get to choose when and where they will incarnate, if that is what they choose to do. No one is forced to live a life on the denser planes, and they can stay in spirit form for as long as they desire. But most souls will choose to incarnate into a physical life form at one time or another, with a view to face the challenges and learn the lessons they feel they need to advance their growth as souls. And souls are not restricted to incarnating as humans on Earth. They can choose to incarnate as animals on Earth or as alien life forms on another planet. But before every incarnation, souls will prepare a life plan that sets out the significant aspects of their proposed new lives. Life plans will include things like their name, place of birth, first language to be learned, as well as the identity of their parents, siblings, friends, and other relatives. Often these plans will identify the spouse or significant others they hope to hook up with during their lives. And just as important, life plans will include events that will allow the soul to face the challenges and learn the lessons the soul wants to experience to add to its knowledge and wisdom. In many cases, a soul will want to face a challenge that it avoided in a previous life or learn a lesson that it failed to pass in another incarnation. For example, if a soul lived in a previous life as a man who abandoned his wife and children, leaving them to live in poverty and squalor, that soul may try to face a similar situation in its new life to see if it can overcome this challenge. Or, on the flip side, that soul may choose a life where it will be a child who will be abandoned by his father. That would allow that soul to fully appreciate what a child will experience when the father abandons his family to fend for themselves. Most souls feel a moral imperative to continue to confront challenges until they have conquered them all and gain wisdom from the experience. All life plans are prepared in cooperation with other souls. The souls who will play significant roles in the new life of the soul, such as being its parents, siblings, spouses, or close friends, must agree to be part of its new life, and the soul crafting its life plan must agree to be part of their lives. Although this may seem to be complicated, it is easy to accomplish because souls tend to travel in groups, much like a troupe of actors on Earth performing in a series of plays where they interchange the roles they play. Soul groups will travel together on the denser planes, filling the roles they need for their growth or to help others in their group experience what they need for their advancement. Thus, in one life, a soul may be the mother, and others in the group may be the children or the siblings. Then, in another life, that soul may fill the role of a child to help another soul experience the life of a father who must struggle to support his family. So when you look at the significant people in your life, you should realize that they are likely part of your soul group, and you may have enjoyed many previous lives with them. You chose them, and they chose you. And sometimes a soul who has had many incarnations and who no longer needs another life on earth will agree to incarnate again solely to help another soul fill all the roles it needs for its next incarnation. Souls continue to change roles and genders as they journey through their various incarnations until they decide they no longer need to incarnate on earth, and then they move on to other things. The other important part of preparing a life plan is choosing your spirit guides, who are often members of your soul group. Because spirit guides play an important role in every life, this decision must be carefully considered in every soul's pre-birth planning. The final step in preparing a life plan is to have it reviewed by a member of the Council of Wise Ones. The Council is a committee of very wise and advanced souls whose job it is to oversee all the incarnation on our planet. All members of the Council have had many lives on Earth, so they are well equipped to provide advice about what a life on Earth entails. The Council will try to ensure that every life plan is appropriate for each soul, having due regard to the history of the soul and its level of advancement. They know that if a soul includes too many difficult challenges in its life plan, the soul may become frustrated and angry and end up not learning very much. In that case, the Council will suggest removing some of the challenges so the soul will have a more fulfilling journey. On the other hand, if a soul plans a life that is soft and cushy without many challenges, the Council will likely suggest including a few more challenges so the soul doesn't just coast through another easy life. But at the end of the day, souls can reject the advice from Council and proceed with a life plan that has not been approved. Every soul has total freedom to choose its incarnations, no matter how ill-advised they may be. And because souls can incarnate as many times as they wish, they can always get back on track in another life if they experience a journey with few learning opportunities. Life plans are also flexible and can be modified by souls as they journey through life. Although we don't consciously remember, every night when we sleep, our souls temporarily leave our bodies and journey to the spirit side, where we huddle with our guides to review our progress. It is during these nightly discussions that we may make changes to our life plans to better reflect what we hope to accomplish for the remainder of our lives. To give me a better idea of how souls prepare their life plans, Albert let me observe the planning session for a soul named Elizabeth, who was meeting with her soul group to help plan her next incarnation on Earth. She told the group that she had lived her last 3 lives on Earth as a male and felt it was time for her to experience her next life as a female. In her 2 most recent lives, she had been privileged and wealthy, with many servants to cater to her every wish. So now she wanted to experience a life of poverty, and her plan was to be born to a poor family that had to struggle to pay the rent and put food on the table. She said she was targeting a small town in the Midwest of the United States and had chosen a newly married couple as her parents. The father was a bicycle messenger, while his wife waited tables at a local diner. Elizabeth pointed to the 2 souls sitting to her left, who were the souls of her proposed new parents, and they had joined the meeting so they could agree with her plan to incarnate as their firstborn child. Albert had explained to me before that all souls will temporarily leave their physical bodies every night during sleep to travel to the spirit side. And that was how the souls of her parents had joined the planning meeting. The three of them discussed the pros and cons of this plan and the things each of them hoped to experience. And then they filled in the details, including the baby's name and the souls who would be her siblings and childhood friends. After Elizabeth chose 3 of the souls present to be her spirit guides, her plan was reviewed and approved by 2 members of the Council of Wise Ones, and her life plan was finalized. Elizabeth was then ready for her next incarnation on Earth. So now you may be wondering if our lives are totally predetermined due to our pre-birth planning. The short answer is no, our lives are not etched in stone. Because we don't remember our life plans once we are born on Earth, and because we have free will to take actions and make decisions, and all the people we will interact with also have free will, we will often stray off the course we had planned for ourselves. But do not be concerned that you may wander off your chosen path, because there will always be opportunities later to get back on track and experience the things you had wanted to encounter. Life plans have built-in redundancies that will bring you face to face with the challenges and lessons you may have missed earlier in your lives. And no matter how many times you miss the best path for your evolution, you can never go wrong or become lost. You will always return to the spirit side, no matter how far off course you may have strayed. Thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, share it with somebody who might appreciate it, and subscribe so you do not miss an episode. You will find a link to the full documentary on Amazon Prime in the description below. Watching it is a wonderful way to support the team who made all of this possible, and I'd be so grateful. And if any of the big burning questions are stirring in you, like the details about life, death, the soul, the cycle of reincarnation, those are things that are covered in my books. To find them, just click on the link below and to reach out to me directly. So until the next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode.